Hi, this is Mike. Today I'm going to dive into the details of HailRecon's canvassing mode. Canvassing mode makes it easier to drop customizable markers directly on rooftops, so you can keep track of who you made contact with in your hail-damaged neighborhood. You can also use canvassing mode to get new customer contact data like the homeowner's name, their cell phone, and their email address. To open canvassing mode, you'll need to tap on the Canvassing tab at the bottom of the screen. After you tap it, you'll immediately notice a row of customizable markers that pop up. These are the markers you'll drop on rooftops to keep track of your neighborhood saturation. You'll also drop these markers to get the on-demand contact data. Another thing you'll notice is that your screen switches to satellite mode and zooms into your current location. A little later, I'll show you how to kill this feature in case you like to drop markers and pull customer contact data in areas away from where you're currently located. To get started, all you need to do is tap on one of the markers to select it, and then tap on the house. The marker you selected drops directly on the rooftop. Now I just selected the gray marker with the question mark. That marker is referred to as the unknown status marker. Anytime you first select this unknown status marker, the resident's contact info automatically pops up on your screen. Here's an example of how you would use the unknown status marker. Okay, so let's say you're walking down the street and you want to get the customer contact data first for this house. Just tap on the gray unknown status marker and then tap on the rooftop. Now the customer contact data shows up on your screen. Now let's say you walk up to the house and nobody answers. Now you want to change the status of that marker from unknown to no answer, and we have a marker for that. It's the yellow marker with the number 1 in the center of it. So if you tap that and then tap save on the bottom right, now you've changed that unknown status to the marker that signifies that there's no answer. Now let's say you go back a week later and there's no answer again. You want to change that status from number 1 to a number 2. You just tap on the marker and then tap again on the yellow marker below and then hit save. And now a number 2 shows up on the rooftop and you're ready to go to the next house. Now let's talk about the heads-up display. Anytime you tap on a marker that has its customer contact data already downloaded, that data will automatically pop up on your screen. This is the heads-up display. It can be toggled on and off so this info doesn't automatically pop up every time you select the marker. The toggle button is located just below the heads-up display. Anytime it is green, the heads-up display will pop up automatically. Once you tap it and it turns white, the heads-up display disappears. You can still easily retrieve this contact data even if the heads-up display is toggled off. Just tap the expand button to see the customer contact data in the address marker view. Earlier, I brought up how when you go into canvassing mode, your screen switches to satellite view and then automatically zooms into your current location. This is beneficial because when you're canvassing a neighborhood, going from street to street, it's nice to have a map follow you as you're dropping markers. Otherwise, you'd be constantly adjusting your screen to your current location. However, there are situations where this feature needs to be turned off. Let's say you are at home and aren't anywhere near the neighborhood you've been canvassing, and you want to pull some contact data. By default, when you move the map away from your current location and tap canvassing mode to retrieve the customer contact data, your screen will automatically adjust back to your current location. You can turn this off by toggling the Track Me mode. Now you can move anywhere on the map away from your current location to drop markers and pull the customer contact data. Now I'd like to show you some of the steps you will take using HailRecon while you're out canvassing a neighborhood. When you want a homeowner's name and cell phone, be sure to select the unknown status marker and then tap the house. However, many houses won't warrant you getting the contact data first, and you might just want to drop a status marker and take notes. If this is the case, then all you need to do is select the status you would like to use and then tap on the rooftop. For example, the next house might already have a new roof, so you select a status marker that signifies new roof, and then when you want to move to the next house, tap anywhere on the map or hit the close button. You can move down the street quickly, marking rooftops and taking notes with just a couple of taps. Keep in mind that you can still get the resident's contact info or even attach notes to a marker after the fact. To download the customer contact data after the fact, just tap on any status marker to select it and then tap the expand button. Now hit the download button, and the resident's name and cell phone will be attached to the status marker. Remember, your status markers are completely customizable. You can change existing markers or create brand new ones to suit your specific canvassing needs. To do this, you need to use the browser version. Navigate to My Account on the upper right, and then click on Workflow Settings. After you click Workflow Settings, you're now taken to a page where you can update your markers any way you see fit. To make changes to any canvassing status marker, select the Canvassing tab. I will get into this with much more detail in another video, but for now I'm going to change the color of the unknown status marker from gray to a shade of green. I'll click the Edit button to the right of the marker to see what my marker looks like now and to preview what it will look like after I make my changes. After I save it, my unknown status marker icon has changed, and now when I use it in canvassing mode, the marker is always green. Now going back to Hail Recon, you can see the icon for unknown status has changed to green. You can also rearrange the icons at the bottom to a different order if you like. Here's how you do it. Simply click and hold your left mouse button to drag the icons to the order you prefer. Now when you go back to Hail Recon, all you have to do is refresh the map to see the status markers in their new rearranged order. Let's take a closer look at taking notes. Anytime you drop a marker or tap on an existing marker to select it, you can add notes. Here are the steps. When you drop the status marker on the rooftop, you can add a note right here. And then tap Done or Save when you are finished with the note. To add a note to an existing marker, just tap it to select it. Now you can tap this field to enter the note. You can also view any previously added notes by selecting the marker first and then tapping the Expand button. Now you can view the entire note history at the bottom of your screen. Now keep in mind that when your sales team is using canvassing mode, you can keep track of how they are progressing with their canvassing efforts. You can even see where your salespeople were when they were dropping their markers. To see how your team is doing, tap on the menu option, the upper left of the map, and then tap on Leaderboard. Here you'll see a list of all your team members. And when you tap on Metric, you will see all the stats relating to their canvassing efforts. Now you can see how many contact attempts they made and how many prospects they've contacted. And when your canvassers are only out to generate leads, you can keep track of every lead and keep track of how many leads are qualified. You can also keep track of every sale. For now, I'm going to tap on Contact Attempts. After I tap it, I can see my total markers dropped and how many contact attempts I made for any date range. In this example, yesterday I dropped 6 markers, and of those 6, I attempted to contact 4. And when I open the page up further by tapping the green button, I can see each contact attempt and where I was in relation to the status marker when I dropped it. So there you have it. Now you can see that Hail Recon's canvassing mode is super simple to use. It only takes a few taps to keep track of your canvassing efforts and to pull customer contact data. Canvassing mode is available with every account, and the on-demand contact data is available with 3-seat plans and higher. So be sure to upgrade right away or give us a call for more info.